This is the On Call Podcast, your home for sports, news, pop culture, tech, and the obscure. And of course, your host, Michael Myers.
Hey, hey, hey. This is the On Call Podcast. We are hopefully going to be uploading some video here. Episode whatever, since Lowell told me to stop keeping track. Shake your head all you want, buddy. You're on camera.
Well, you just look very casual with your hand placed on that mic boom.
Should I not be comfortable?
You should be.
I'm relaxed. And this is pretty sober mic. I've had one beer.
Wow.
You're not even used to that mic. So we played Overwatch last night.
We did indeed.
I did discover I'm terrible.
Everyone's terrible in the beginning, and maybe later on too.
Even though you went through the tutorial?
The tutorial's really brief.
Yeah.
Considering there's like how many characters are there? There's legit 45 characters.
Yeah, there's a lot.
You get practice with one. And it's, hey, can you shoot this guy? And then you're done. Good luck. And I tried a new drink last night. It did not go well.
What was it?
It's called a tequila refresco. It is a very easy drink. It is just Fresca.
Right.
Tequila. You can add a little...
Straightforward.
Yeah, you can add, what was it? I put a little lime juice in it. It tasted okay. I'm not a big tequila fan, but I'm trying to... If I'm going to be fat, I'm going to try to get better. Less beer gut.
You're going to broaden your horizons.
See, my beer gut throws off the look of the beautiful hoodie. So I did the tequila. Now, I was burping up tequila till noon today, and I had one. So I don't think that's going to be my drink of choice in the future. What is your drink? Taryn, since you're here today, your drink of choice. Lowell is usually drinking Poor Boy Ale, whatever it is.
He's got some Imperial IPA right now. Fancy.
I have the typical
Booty
bitch boy
Ranger.
here. What's your drink, Taryn? Of choice, not like for any reason. Like your go-to, if you can, you get it, or mix it.
Probably like a base level is probably gin and Sprite.
Yo, are you recording
Gin.
our audio?
Yeah, I believe
Okay,
so.
making sure. That's fine. Just as a backup.
It looks to be.
Okay, cool. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, gin and Sprite. I don't know. I like the taste of Christmas, apparently.
Gin is a
the smell
Christmas
of
thing?
Christmas.
Yes.
I didn't know gin was a Christmas thing.
Yeah, so it tastes like, to some people, it tastes like pine needles. So,
It smells like
It's like
pine needles to me.
Christmas. but yeah. I don't know. It's that, or there's a drink called the Dreamsicle, which is orange juice and vanilla vodka. So it tastes like that
Well,
ice cream. It's like
Oh,
orange.
I could get behind that.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Now, I'm drinking the bitch beer because I also am trying something new out of Cigar City Brewing, which is like an hour and a half away.
High lie. Is it?
No, this is a green can. High Life's orange, isn't it?
I think
Same group, though.
Yeah. Okay. What is it?
Hard to pronounce.
Is it like a beer?
Guayabera.
Oh.
Guayabera?
Oh, okay. They should come out with a beer called Hard to Pronounce that's super clever. You know?
I think it'll catch on. Kind of like my water.
Liquid Death. Nice.
This is the best water you can buy.
Worst marketing campaign ever.
Well, what makes it the worst? Because it's not mass appeal.
Was that the one that was targeted towards men, where they were like, only men can drink this?
Not that I know of.
There was some drink that came out where they were like, "This is not for women. This is only for men."
I hope not.
Yes, it's great. There is a wine that's called bitch wine, which is amazing.
Smells a little potent. I haven't even taken a sip yet. This is going to be nervous because it smells really...
We're rooting for you.
Ugh. Oh, actually, it tastes a lot better than it smells.
Seriously, how are you going to call water liquid death? I mean, come on. It's literally the opposite of that. It's liquid life.
That is really what you're banking on. Why would you call it liquid death? It is life.
Well, I'm just saying, it doesn't even make any sense.
I mean, if you drink enough of it, you will die. Fun fact.
Fun fact.
All right.
I mean, it says we're recording. Looks weird though. I don't see it. I don't see levels or anything rolling.
I don't see levels. If it's cool with you, I would like to just pause. I'm close, being all over the place. Pause audition just to so I can check, because I mean I can see our levels. Okay, no, we're fine. We're fine. It's just it's not updating quickly. I think it's because of the driver. Anyway, marker. Let's continue. What did you want to talk about tonight for our amazing listener?
Well, there's a couple of things. I didn't want to dive headfirst into lifestyle discussions and questions about that. But that's on my list. That's on my agenda.
You mean like
More questions for me?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Otherwise,
I'll answer them.
I have a weird question just because we live a ways apart. I drive for a living, so I stop at a lot of gas stations. What is your favorite gas station? Like, is there ones that you drive by like, oh, fuck that, I'm not going to that sit and go, I hate them.
Definitely Quick Trip.
Yeah, I'd say it's Quick Trip or BP.
No shit.
Yeah.
I don't know what Quick Trip's like where you are, but Quick Trip's like real high quality in Georgia. They get you in and out real quick.
They have full-on kitchens at Quick
We don't
Trip.
have Quick Trips.
You can get food now, actual food, not just gas station food.
Like a steak, like a filet mignon. Sit down, the waiter comes out and stuff.
Do you guys have Wawa?
Nope.
Mm-mm.
How about racetracks?
Yes.
Yeah, we have racetracks.
But isn't racetrack just one part of it? Because it's not always the same company that does the gas that does the inside part.
That could be.
Yeah, it's usually different, I think.
Our racetracks were absolute garbage until like 3 years ago. And now I don't know if there's just one dude just investing to try to make them all bad as fuck. But now they have a whole deli counter and stuff. Good ass pizza. Frozen yogurt.
What would
Some
be
good
the best
frozen
thing you
yogurt.
could add to a gas station that would be like convenient to get there that it doesn't have?
I wish Blimpies was down here. It's a sandwich shop I really miss from where I grew up.
But I mean,
But I always think a good sandwich is hard to beat at a gas station. I don't want to have something I need a fork and a knife because I'm driving.
A sandwich, but you mean the ones that are like packaged in plastic?
No, man, like a Subway, but better.
but
It's
that's
like a-
just a separate company that's just inside of the gas station.
What if it was just like a dude that was just like make you a sandwich? Like, I could make a sandwich based on stuff I had at my house. What if I just kept stuff and I was like, listen, I can make you like, I got this stuff. Tell me what you want and I'll make you a fucking sandwich.
He's not even employed by the gas station.
Well,
He's
I
just
mean-
a dude that's in there.
Oh,
It's like
I love-
$5. They make a sandwich.
You want a sandwich?
We have now some food trucks that are coming in at our gas stations that don't have food there. Phenomenal barbecue.
That's pretty smart, actually.
Chewy's barbecue.
Chewy's. What would you name your barbecue joint?
Oh, shit.
Low and slow. Lowell and Slowell. That's what I would. No, low and slow.
Well, yeah, it's natural. I mean, it rolls right off the tongue.
Somebody's already thought of that one though. You gotta think of something really creative, like solid death. That would be the name of your barbecue.
Sloppy seconds.
Oh, I was gonna go with sloppy meat. So thanks for that.
Oh, not your mama's Arby's.
Flappy meat.
I'm still
boys.
trying to think of what I would put in a gas station to make it like an ideal place. Like it wouldn't be something like ice cream or treats. I would want something substantial.
Well, and some of them have ice cream machines in them already.
Oh yeah. Oh totally. Yeah, I was thinking
Least
like,
on our end.
like this place has the best chairs or something, but not just something random.
Is somebody like hanging out in the gas station?
Right. So gas stations
Truck
are
stop
all
ones.
about impulse buys, right?
Yes.
So when you need gas, it's about what else you need then or an impulse buy.
Mm-hmm.
So what would not be an impulse buy, but you do need to buy frequently?
It's always fucking iPhone cables to charge your phone in the car.
Yeah.
$22 for a piece of shit one.
I think they've already thought of all of that. Like there's
Yeah,
cables in
definitely.
there. There's
They've
like
found it,
yeah, there's gum, there's condoms, there's like whatever you want at gas stations now. I don't know. What is your road trip snack of choice that you buy at the gas station?
Beef jerky.
Well, that's a good one.
Not even close. Yeah. I usually buy it beforehand because I buy the 1.5 packs.
Didn't you get the dehydrator, or is that my other friend? No, that's my other.
You have another one?
one other friend.
Just
yeah.
one.
I do have a dehydrator. But it's hard to beat Old Trapper beef jerky.
Yeah.
My
I'm
dog
sorry,
loves it.
I'm pretty sure it's hard to beat freshly homemade beef jerky, as opposed to beef jerky.
Yeah, if I can
made in,
really
like the quantity of the thousands of pounds.
There's
If I'm
something
planning
about
a
it
trip, you're
being
right.
in a plastic bag though. It just adds to it.
I always put my beef jerky in a plastic bag. What are you talking about? Ziploc. I even have a vacuum sealer.
Fancy. It's
I don't
always
fuck around.
Yoo-hoos for me.
Oh, man.
I never drink them anywhere else except for when I go on a road trip, and I always buy them from.
How do you do that, though? Because
Hmm?
I can't not drink a Yoo-Hoo in like a minute and 37 seconds. Like, it's ice cold water milk. So it's like gone.
Well, yeah, that's why you have to get like multiple of them, and then you have to
I'm going to consume 3,000 calories in Yoo-Hoos in a 2-hour road trip.
Yeah.
But I got to drink it cold.
Mhm.
So I need a cooler too while I'm at it.
Boiled peanuts, but that's not something I buy before I leave. It's something I buy on the road.
They don't sell them at gas stations. You have to go to like.
Oh,
a
ours
quickie
do.
road
They
Our
do.
mobile
stand.
ones.
They do sell
Yeah.
at gas stations.
Oh God.
You don't want the ones they're selling there, but you take them anyway.
They're all just sitting in a crock pot. You don't know how long. You don't know if they ever turn off the crock pot.
That's most of food that are in gas, like the little hot dogs that are on the rollers. You're like, I
Still
don't
love
know when
'em.
those were made, but probably before I was born.
You know, I will say I don't mind, and I don't care how long it's been on there, as long as it's been on there long enough to not be fucking frozen. That has happened more times than I care to admit, where it's like, this should be good, right? Go and grab it, first bite in, frozen sausage.
I don't eat fresh gas station food except for boiled peanuts. But I
Cajun
like
or
to-
regular?
What's that?
What flavor?
Regular.
You bitch.
Dude, the Cajun ones, come on, they're gross.
They're the best. I'm not even going to fuck with the regular boiled peanut.
But you need
Cajun, though,
you
all
need the
day.
second cup though. That's the thing, to put the ones in. You know, the
If you're
shells.
not going to a good boiled peanut guy, the good guys give you 2 cups, one with a napkin in it to soak up the juice from the peanut shells.
Oh, you can spit your tobacco in there too.
Why
I've
not?
never had a good boiled peanut. I don't think it's all been like gas station fast food boiled peanuts.
I was going to say, this just sounds disgusting.
They say they sell canned boiled peanuts. You ever made your own? I'd be interested.
I've never made my own. But see, I do have one good place. He's a local gas station, a Citgo. I don't like it because I don't like the smell of overwhelming curry. Like, it's a true Indian gas station. Like, they sell curry and shit.
Mm.
I don't like the smell of it. Stale curry smell. But if I want a boiled peanut, I'm going to that Citgo. Hold my breath. Grab my couple of styrofoam cups, my napkins.
In the gas station, it doesn't have to be something that you're only going to impulse buy when you're getting gas, because usually it's on the way. So it's like convenient to stop there and you can run in and out quickly. So I'm thinking
1987
chicken
toothbrush.
wings or what?
Oh, I was thinking toothbrush. You're talking about road trips.
Toothbrush, yeah. Oh, I'm gonna do some. I'm gonna smoke some ribs tomorrow. Speaking,
We have done how many episodes together? I think we're like 18, 20? 22, something like that. I think we've talked about ribs in 15 of them.
You talked about them last episode.
Is there a problem here? I'm confused.
No, I didn't realize this was I didn't realize this is where that we were going with the show. Oh, ribs.
This is
What do you
the
do for ribs
rib
today?
show.
You've offended me, and be quiet for 5 minutes.
What is this turning away from me? All right, guess we're not looking at each other anymore.
So are you that worried about Mike Bleed this episode, but not the first two we did?
Mike Bleed's gonna happen because just it's just going to happen. But I can de-bleed and take care of quite a bit.
I bet you
Really
women wish that
uncomfortable.
every month.
What's that?
Women wish that every month that they could just de-bleed.
Oh.
Speaking of periods,
Great segue.
how bad are the cramps on a period? Because I've heard so many conflicting stories of whether they're like a 10 out of 10 cramp, like the worst poop you're ever going to.
Depends on the person.
I wonder if there's a flow rate to cramp rate conversion
Mm,
somewhere,
You mean
like
like
a vector.
the worse the cramps are, the harder, like the more your flow is going to be?
Yeah.
Um,
Or the opposite.
Potentially. I mean, that would make sense considering the cramps are the shedding of your walls, which is what produces the blood.
Oh, I thought it was like stomach cramps.
Shed.
Oh,
Well, like
Oh.
as a
It's
male
literally your
comparison,
womb
say
cramping.
like bad gas station sushi. Lol, you would know. Have you ever like had a meal, everything's going great, and then like 4 hours later, you have a cramp so bad it gives you goosebumps and you want to curl up?
I've had that from eating bad stuff.
you ever had a
Yeah.
kidney stone?
Stin?
Stone?
Stin,
Stone?
don't you know?
Have you?
No, I've never had it. You must live on Mountain Dew, huh?
Well, it hasn't. I had it like once when I was a kid. I remember just incredible pain.
What was your favorite food as a kid? Something a lot of green dyes in it.
I remember I used to like to get steak from the grocery store and I would bake it. Blasphemy.
Oh my God.
Isn't that how people reverse sear? What is reverse searing?
And then what is you know how you go to the Chinese restaurants, they have like the unlimited buffet and they have like a little dumpling thing with a little type of meat in it. I think it's called
Fuck yeah.
dim sum or something. I can't remember.
No, if it's a dumpling, it's a dumpling.
Or
A wonton.
or a bow.
I'm gonna call it a wonton. The bao's legit. In fact,
Mhm.
that's something I need to learn how to make. By the way, speaking of food, I made.
I have a
homemade
Korean
pasta.
friend.
What?
I have a Korean friend that makes me homemade dumplings. I have a 5-pound gallon jug, or not jug, a Ziploc baggie full of Korean meat-filled dumplings.
That sounds
Oh.
amazing.
There was some guys on Reddit that were doing a dumpling delivery service, and they were trying to come up with a name. So I was like, I was giving them all the bad ones. I was like, delivery dumps or door dumps, and but yeah, I made homemade pasta last night.
How did that go?
It was good, yeah. Oh, okay. First, so making the dough for homemade pasta, it's just 3 eggs and 2 cups of flour, basically a little bit of salt. That's it. So
Okay.
I did it by hand first, and it just gets all over your hands. Like half of it was on my hands. I was like, "Fuck this!" So I did it again in the KitchenAid mixer with the dough hook. Fucking amazing. Just goes by itself for like 8 minutes and does it.
Did you make the little the ball to dump the eggs into before you mixed it, or did you learn the hard way by having a mountain, and then pouring the egg on top and it just overflows, goes everywhere?
Oh, when you do it inside the KitchenAid, it doesn't matter.
But
You know what?
I know when you do it on the board yourself, you're supposed to make the thing, but
Yeah,
it was spilling
found the hard way.
over.
Okay, go ahead.
But anyway, so I did the dough hook thing. It made the ball, let it rest for 30 minutes, and then I got that kitchen thing, ran it through flour, then I sliced it up, and I did it twice from the same dough. The first time, it was a little bit. It was a little bit mushy, not like super mushy, but it wasn't al dente, which is what I was trying to get. So then I did it again later, just threw it in for 1 minute, and I used bone broth to boil it. Oh my God. And it was al dente and great. I highly recommend it. It's so easy. I mean, well, without a KitchenAid, I don't know what it's like to do it with your own freaking hands, but Maybe there's another method I don't know about.
Bone broth, huh? I don't think I've ever even seen a recipe call for it.
Dude,
That's what throws me off.
whenever you make rice, if you use broth instead of water, it's so much better.
Mhm. When I make matzo ball soup, you got to use broth instead of water. It adds so
you
much more
Jewish?
flavor to it.
I
What?
love broth.
No,
don't
my
look
husband's
Jewish.
Jewish.
Good.
Also, matzo ball soup is just
How much has that
amazing,
sucked?
so.
How
Never had matzo
devout
ball soup.
Jewish? Because if you have a husband and you're not Jewish,
My kids will not be Jewish by that like standard where like the Jewish line passes through the mother.
right? How about his mom? Like, is that like an issue for not following suit?
No, not at all. But she doesn't like me for other reasons, not because I'm not Jewish.
Is it the pink hair?
No.
Man, I love how much your hair matches my fucking banner. It just
Right?
it works.
Also, I have a theme today.
I like it.
I'm
Your
just fully leaning in.
pink headphones, pink hair.
Hmm. We have to get him to dye his hair blue, and then we'll really match.
Are you guys going for like Pokemon shit? That's
Or are we doing?
See, I'm the only
Jesse
one,
and James.
oh, you know what? I'm glad that you picked up on it. It took a second. I was like, I'm just gonna hang here and die on this mountain hot top,
Yep.
talking about Team Rocket power.
Double trouble.
Jesse,
Blasting off into space.
Pocket monsters.
that's right. Lowell told he never got down on Pokemon at all. He said he was 2 years too old.
Something like that.
What?
I don't know. I was into tail end of Power Rangers, I think.
I was into Power Rangers too.
Yeah, we watched the first seasons. Came out when I was like 6.
The movie.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Zach, Tommy, Billy, Kimberly. I feel bad I didn't know the Chinese girl name Chan.
Isn't it like Emily or something?
Nope.
I don't know.
I know she was Sabretooth Tiger.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't the Green Ranger get arrested for killing somebody with a katana?
IRL?
A different one. A different White Ranger.
Show. Yeah. Different Power
Yeah,
Ranger
like
show.
that was like the Neo Geo.
Mm-hmm.
You can't beat the originals, so
No.
we don't
What
need to talk
about
about that guy.
Three Ninjas. I rewatched that as an adult.
Tum
and-
Tum.
Yeah, and the criminals like that they like beat up in their house in the first one are actually really really funny. They get the pizza and they're like, first we feast and then we felony, and I don't know, it's a funny movie.
I had that on a legally a VHS. Someone recorded it off the box into a VHS. I love the grandpa. It's a good movie. I loved Three Ninjas. Did you watch all of them? It was like
yeah, Three
4?
Ninja. What's it? Three. There's I can't remember the next one. The Three Ninja Strike Back, and there was like 3, I think.
Was it Strike Back or was it Kickback?
Maybe that was it. Probably. Yeah. I'm thinking of
And
Jackie
then-
Chan. Maybe I watched all the Jackie Chan movies. I'm obsessed with that.
Well, that's a lot of movies. Three Ninjas at High Noon. That was my buddy's favorite because it had Hulk Hogan in it.
They go back in time. Yeah. Oh man. Oh god, those movies back then. Mr. Nanny. I'm talking about the Surf Ninjas. Did you ever watch that one?
I like that a lot more than Three Ninjas as I got older.
Surf Ninjas.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Filipino guy that played the main character was really good in that one.
Yeah. Ooh.
Didn't have the same grandpa? I
I don't know. It's a good question.
feel like he's everything. He wasn't a Karate Kid.
Wait,
My
it's
son.
Miyagi.
Yeah.
Oh, did you watch Cobra Kai, by the way?
No, it's on my queue though.
Yeah. It's pretty entertaining.
Speaking of, what are you watching right now? Like, what's your thing right now?
For me,
Yeah, lead the way, Pink.
Pink. I'll take it.
Get the party started.
Let's see. We just finished Dark.
No, you got to talk about your show that you guys have been super into.
What show?
The H. Lovecraft.
Oh, Love.
Oh, you're worried about mic bleed, so maybe you shouldn't just
Right.
like look over and completely avoid the microphone.
No, it's called
Oh,
Lovecraft.
is that the
Country.
HBO show?
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Lovecraft Country on HBO.
I've heard a lot of good things.
It's super good. And it's totally fine if you're not an HP fan, because I am not. but it's a really good story. It's set in like the 1960s. Yes, 1960s in like southern U.S., which means lots of racism. It's
So
pretty-
nothing like today.
no, not at all.
Okay. I do want to watch it. That's on my HBO. I have HBO now on the TV right now. This fucking microphone is great. This is playing at like full volume for Nicole, who's sleeping now, but it's
I don't hear it at all.
right. This microphone is great for like straight volume.
Bullshit.
Maybe you should get a mic like that so we didn't have to worry about mic bleed.
Wait, you got the Procaster? What's it, like $200?
This is the 250. Yeah,
This mic's $250 and that one's $400.
I know the Shure. I don't want the Shure. I
feel like
don't
you
know.
really got gypped
Oh,
on
you got
that.
And you have to know because you have to do the cloud lifter too
No, you don't need a
to
cloud
get
lifter.
for best sound. You
No,
do.
you don't. I have it, and I tested it both ways, and I realized that I don't need 25 dBs of extra gain.
Fair enough. I couldn't be happier with this one, but that's because I mix it with the Procaster, or the Rodecaster. So there's probably a correlation to
No, not really.
enjoyment. Get the pod mic. It's $100, but it's on back order.
No, I mean, mics are coming back in stock now.
It's out until October 2nd.
I
I
have
looked
3 different
today.
mics. I don't need any more.
I want the pod mic because it's a setting on there.
The pod mic setting. What
There
that?
is because there's the
It's
Procaster,
just an
the Rode
EQ
mic,
setting. I'm sure that's
and
all it does.
your little thing on yours. There's a setting for that.
What?
The NT one.
I
Is that
don't
what
have
yours
an
is?
NT1. This is an NTG2. And you're probably
Whatever.
talking about the NT1A, not the G.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is like a video shotgun mic, but it just actually works pretty good.
Bitch.
He's just mansplaining you.
Yeah, I'll
Right.
mansplain all of you guys.
This is how we quit playing Overwatch together.
I also have a Sennheiser E935, but I was thinking about getting a Rode NTG1, NT1A.
Yeah, that one.
I've heard good things about it. But no, Prodigy is paid for the Shure SM7B, so I don't technically own that mic.
Well, keep talking. You can get fucking fired. I'll call somebody. I know somebody.
If you keep posting my name
it
in
him?
every episode, you might. I'm just kidding. It's fine.
I mean, well, now that we're doing. Oh wait, never mind. I have the sticker set up so you can't see your name.
Speaking of, you're not the only person that signed up on our landing page for Crosscaster. Somebody else did.
Well, I'm
That's good.
first. I'm first.
Yeah. No, so there's 2 now. And so I don't know. I think it was from the podcast, but who knows? I need to drop more
Hey, we got
episodes.
six new listeners from the UK from the last episode.
Really?
That's where I'm
Yep.
from.
What?
Really?
I lived there when I was younger.
Oh, where?
A little town called Killing Hall,
God, they have great names over there.
right? It's in next to Harrogate, which is in Yorkshire.
Do they have good butchers over there? Because I feel like we don't have a lot of good butchers in America.
We don't have good. They don't even have good meat over there. It tastes different.
Rude.
Do they boil it? In
I
milk?
don't. Their beef over there. I don't like their beef. It tastes.
That's because we had to do a whole bunch of stuff thanks to the mad cow disease.
Do you guys have raw milk over there?
Yes.
Raw eggs,
make some
too.
Dope ass
Yeah.
mozzarella.
They have unpasteurized milk there. Mhm.
I'm not a bit.
And
it's
you
an
get the milk
acquired
delivered
taste.
to your door. Just saying. Every morning.
Unpasteurized milk is a different flavor. You probably wouldn't like it because you haven't had it before. It tastes earthy.
I just want it for the cheese.
I've had it straight from the tit.
I've
It's
milked a cow.
different.
That was fun.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have nipples. Could
Can you milk
I can
me?
milk you.
That movie.
Lol.
ruined A generation.
You totally diverted us.
Oh,
What are you watching?
I watched some Cobra Kai. That's it. I don't know.
How is it?
Pretty good, very light, not too stressful to watch.
We started The
I have-
Witcher
Oh yeah, I started watching The Witcher. That's pretty good.
because he'd never seen
Man,
it
I wish they were better with their timeline on that show. I get lost between the time jumps.
No, but that's the point. Is like you're not sure when is like what's happening when, and then it hits the end, and you're like, oh shit.
It's kind of the same reason I quit watching Westworld. I just couldn't follow it. If I can't
No.
understand the story as it rolls, I just lose. I just
Then
fade
you're
out.
really not gonna like Dark because that's even worse.
Dark is the best show out right now, though.
It is incredible.
Wait, is that the Netflix show that recorded? They filmed all 3 seasons at one time, so it's all concurrent. There's no drop loops.
Did they film it all at once? I don't know.
Actually?
it's in German.
Yeah, they might have.
And you got to watch
Oh, wait.
the subtitles.
Mm-hmm.
I'm out.
You're
It's
not
the
a
same reason I
subtitle
listen to
guy?
so many. The who?
You're not a subtitle guy?
It's hard. I don't sit down much. I sit down more watching doing this podcast than I do any other time. Because I sit and drive all the time. I don't even eat dinner sitting down.
You jogging or like standing or?
I walk and eat.
Interesting.
Stand at the bar, monitoring my daughter and her shitty eating skills. I have to put a time limit on her. Withhold dessert.
Whatever works.
I do want to check out Cobra Kai because it looked really funny and like they didn't take themselves too seriously.
You remember Johnny, like from the bad
blonde?
guy from?
Oh yeah,
He's like the protagonist in this one, and then Daniel is sort of the antagonist in the sense that he probably brings about change from the main character. It doesn't mean the bad guy necessarily, but yeah.
I'm a fan. When I watched the trailer, I was like, you know what? I can get behind this. He's trying to do some good, and then Johnny not Johnny, whatever the Karate Kid's name is.
Ralph Macchio or Daniel-san.
Yeah, I like Daniel-san as a person because he's played so many parts of making fun of his previous self.
Yeah, he wasn't it him who directed a bunch of? No, I'm thinking of the Wonder Kid.
Fred Savage.
He directed a bunch of Always Sunny episodes.
Yeah, he's become a pretty big director now, actually.
Can't stand the fucking guy.
But the guy who plays Johnny was in a whole bunch of episodes of How I Met Your Mother.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
As himself, like as the actor.
Oh
plays
yeah,
him.
is it cutscenes?
No,
I haven't
it's
seen
him. He has like a rivalry with Barney, and it turns into like a whole thing. So it's pretty good.
That was one of my real hearty DVR shows for many years.
What
was a
did you
big
think
fan of
the
How I Met Your
ending
Mother.
then?
Shit.
Yeah.
Way to build up something for 10 years or 9 years that we knew was going to happen anyway. Oh, go with Aunt Robin. No, fuck
It was so
you.
Dumb. Like why?
Dad, we know you really love Aunt Robin.
I didn't even make
Dude.
it to the end, but I did like the first however many seasons.
First 4, I think, were really strong.
Mm-hmm.
Barney is so relatable. Everybody knows a fuckboy like Barney. Everybody.
Can confirm.
They're still sending you dick pics now, probably.
Yeah, my phone's been buzzing in my lap this whole time.
I would
Oh.
never send a dick pic. I want to say right now because I know as soon as you do, as soon as you send one, they're like, pay me $500 or I'm sending this to everyone you know.
We talked about this last time.
I knew it. God, never mind.
That's right. You were high.
That's right. That's right.
You were like, I have a
It's
freckle
so
on my dick.
fucking
It's very
baked.
like
Oh, I busted out the freckle.
Yes.
Oh wow.
you were like, my boss would know instantly.
Of anyone who's going to know the freckle, I can't believe it's the boss.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's how you got the job.
The freckles.
I have sent them in the past. It's never been used to blackmail me, though. He's got to be a nice person.
Is that how you got Nicole? Did you woo her with that? And I was always thinking, like, if I was ever going to send a dick pic, I would make it real nice, little diorama, lighting, like, I don't know. Don't make
I use portrait mode. Blurs the area
yeah.
around it, really focuses in.
That's
Mhm.
nice.
And if I don't have portrait mode available, I snap the pic, I send it to somebody, I let him Photoshop it, add some girth.
Mm-hmm. Clone stamp out the freckles.
Yeah.
Yep.
Looks like I'm
that'll
standing over the Grand Canyon with me, like, you can see it in the shadow on the ground.
Add something real small, like something for perspective, like
For scale,
quarter,
yeah.
But the quarter looks tiny to make that.
That's right. Use a banana. I use a Coke can for scale.
Yeah, and the Coke
And it's
can's
just-
out.
Killed it.
There's a whole bunch of like the way that they will like angle their dick to make it look longer or bigger, but then they forget that their thumb is in the frame. And you're like,
and their thumb is
Speak
like
for yourself.
huge.
I wear it like a watch.
yeah. I'm like, I can tell.
Oh man. Well, girls do too. I mean, they always do the from above, and then on dating profiles,
Right.
what are the things that girls do?
Duck face, man. You
all
gotta
face
hide the
shots.
chin.
What?
Gotta hide the chin. That's how you do the duck face and
I didn't
angle
do that.
down.
All face shots?
Oh,
Mm-mm. Yeah, but it's a common thing.
yes.
Snapchat ruined everything because you can put 14 filters on one photo. I was like, there's
Yeah.
nothing left
I use the
original on
Snapchat
this.
Filters.
Yeah, I don't snap.
But I use Snapchat for verifying people.
Why? Because you have to use your phone number, I think?
No, it's because when you take a snap, it has to be live. You have to take the snap live. Yeah.
I use LinkedIn. I'm like, let's connect
I
on
know.
LinkedIn and network.
You Googled
What?
me.
Oh,
Okay,
sorry.
Grandpa.
He found
LinkedIn.
my Pinterest. He was like, "You don't have kids. Why do you have a baby's board?" And I'm like, "Why do you know my Pinterest?"
We've had a lot of stuff on Pinterest, and we just, I mean, we're on the way now, but we've always had stuff. Oh, we got to have this for a kid.
It's
Playgrounds
a
that we're
very
gonna build.
helpful, like resource.
Right?
I can.
I don't think
literally
it's
just,
weird.
Like throw it on a board and then look at it in 2 years.
Any drunk time, he's like, I don't know what to fucking do. I'm just scroll Pinterest.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, hey, that seems interesting.
Yeah. There's porn on there. There's everything on there. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you want to hear something?
I was
funny?
not aware that there was porn on Pinterest.
Now you know.
My friend, I did a podcast with him because he's like, psychological.
Who?
He did, like a psychology podcast, and it only got like 50 views. So I like got on Fiverr and paid some guy to do promotion. It's a promotion for a YouTube video. They added 2,000 views, and then all the views came from all these adult like domains, like all these sex websites. I was like,
Oh.
you do not want bots getting added.
Don't buy views, huh?
Mm-mm.
No, don't.
That's
try
how you
this.
get demonetized because you're
It's
going to get
tr-
hit
it's
with some
true.
spam
Yeah,
content.
I'm kind of
Mhm.
annoyed because I thought it was going to be organic.
Mm-mm.
I wanted like 50. I didn't expect to. I remember back in the day, I'd put a video up on YouTube and then I would pay for like 100,000 views on like bots. Like it was like $15. They never got taken down. But I mean,
Competitive market now for that.
there'd be like 100,000 views and no comments. You know that's fake.
Mm-hmm.
My dad is probably my number one commenter on the ONCALLPOD Facebook page.
I think that's cute.
He read the title. He goes, how did you ruin your PC in 3 days? Listen,
My,
clickbait. That's what it's for.
my grandma tuned into our last podcast on Sunday. It was really cute. And I was definitely in the middle of talking about some really dirty stuff.
Goblin.
Yes, goblin. Mm-hmm.
You didn't send. You got to send me your link to your
My podcast.
your Twitch page. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Can do.
So thanks for asking. I'm watching TV as well.
Are you?
Oh yeah, right. I was gonna ask, what are you watching?
So I brought it up because I used to be a big cartoon guy, not anymore. Until yesterday, or day before. I have HBO now, or HBO Max. And this Harley Quinn cartoon is fucking amazing.
It's really good.
Oh, you're already in on it, huh?
It's really well done.
I'm
I'm-
late to the game.
Superhero fan, so yes.
I love how much cussing there is in this cartoon.
Because it's HBO,
It is-
so they can do that.
Yeah, it is truly adult. The only so far, because I only watched the first season, but I'm rewatching the first season because there's so many good pop culture references. The only words they won't say is the C bomb,
Cunt.
but it's really good.
My favorite word.
Cunt is like saying darn in the UK.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or the
cunt.
Ireland. Yeah,
Mhm.
part of the UK, I guess.
It's like saying like ass. Like you're an asshole. You're a cunt. In Australia, it's even more common. That's like just another word.
For some reason in the United States, it's like the F word times 2.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you can call a woman a bitch before you can call her a cunt.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever called someone to a girl's face.
It's really
You know it's a
funny.
bad word when you have to say the C
The
word
C word.
or the like they're comparing.
That
the
was a
N-word with
John
other stuff.
Mulaney
Yeah.
skit. Yeah.
Oh, you know John Mulaney?
Oh yeah.
I love stand up.
My beating heart.
Yeah.
He's from up by me.
Really?
Yeah, it's from the suburb of Chicago. He's only from about an hour and 10 minutes away.
I love him and his pug and his wife.
I hated his TV show on Fox, though.
No, it was awful. I
It's
was really glad.
garbage.
Just stick to stand up, buddy, please. That's what happens with most stand up comedians. They get themselves a TV show, and then the TV show is just.
Ooh, stuff you should know.
Unless you're Louis.
They made a TV show.
It's not
Who?
a good plan for anyone.
Who said it? Who'd you say?
Stuff you should know, the podcast.
Gotcha. With my mic cord here, it feels like I'm drawn a little bit tight. Create some slack. Anywho, so what's your topic? You got anything for me?
Me
You
or
bring anything to the
Taryn?
table? What?
Me or Taryn?
Either of you.
Do you have something?
Would you rather? How about that? At least I got one because I wrote that one down. Would you rather never have to stop at a red light again or never have to wait in line?
Red light.
Line.
Sure.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I'm on the line side because then you think I'd be going to so many fucking theme parks.
Right? Exactly. There's no waiting in line at like the grocery store. There's no waiting in line, I don't know, to get into
nothing.
a venue or something. Like,
You can go to Chick-fil-A whenever the fuck you want because you can get your food immediately.
I don't eat homophobic chicken, but yeah.
I don't go there either, but Nicole does, so I would drive through for her.
I still eat the chicken.
I'm
And I
not
still
gonna
read
like,
Orson Scott
it's-
Card's books.
It's still really good chicken. I just
The
Also,
thing is
except
that
for-
you got to steal it so they don't get the money. So you can still eat it, but you can't give them money, so you got to steal it.
right, except for when they put the pickles on the sandwich.
What's wrong with the pickles?
Well,
Wait,
'cause
what?
It gets hot and then it melts into the bread, and then the bread tastes like pickle bread, and that's not a good taste.
Pickles belong on chicken,
Lost
just
me
so you
at-
know.
lost me
Just
at
like
pickles.
coleslaw belongs on a barbecue sandwich.
Yes, we're over then. It's fine.
You know, we had such a good start.
I know.
Lol, we make barbecue. Like I make my own barbecue sauce. I'm passionate. I love my barbecue. How do you eat your, say, a pulled pork sandwich? What are your toppings?
Barbecue sauce.
Are you coleslaw, pickle, pickled onions?
No coleslaw.
red onions?
Pickles. Definitely. And yeah, I could do onions or red onions or anything. But yeah, no coleslaw.
See, if I'm going to do pickles on the sandwich, I'm just going to do a Cuban.
There are so many other sandwiches to eat that need pickle on it.
Are you guys just texting each other?
No.
No,
Okay. We've done that.
I was
in our
supposed to
podcast.
record.
We've literally just texted each other and been like,
oh no. This is there's a crossover episode coming up, real fucking quick.
Between.
The Geek Peak Pod.
Oh, you're doing it?
Yeah.
Nice.
He kept falling off. I helped him with everything on the GoPro stuff,
Oh, nice.
and he recorded his episode today at 6:00. We were gonna record at 8:30, and then he kind of flailed off, and then he messaged me at 9:30. Oh, you ready? No, not. So I told him I'd record after ours.
Oh, nice.
Maybe. We'll see. He might leave me on red again. Who knows?
Ooh.
These dick
Ghosting
pic
you.
senders, they're just in it to see if you're hungry.
Not that hungry. Some guy was
That's
like,
right. And I'm not.
yeah, I might be able to
I'm not
do an
thirsty.
interview in a couple of months. And I'm like, nah, no thanks.
Never mind. Someone said that to me too, of like doing promo for each other. Yeah, maybe in end of November. Never mind.
Yeah.
I'll forget about you. Let's see. Since you guys are bringing so much content to the show, what did you drink when you were underage that you'll never drink again because it ruined you because you got just fucking plastered?
Punch. Do you not know Hunch Punch? Okay.
This is the first time I've heard those two words together.
So a Hunch Punch, you have to make it in like a plastic tote tub or a trash can with a trash bag in it, obviously. And it's like,
is this Prison Pruno?
huh?
Like prison Pruno.
Basically. I mean, we're fucking high schoolers. Like, we didn't have any money. And it's like a shit ton of fruit punch and then like actual cut up fruit and then multiple bottles of Everclear.
Mhm.
Yep. And then it soaks into the fruit. And then the fruit is what really fucks you up.
We would make get naked juice, and it was frozen concentrate, like like the orange,
Mhm.
whatever. And then
Unwrap the tube.
liquor mixed, and then beer. Like, and the beer. It sounds really gross, but the beer made it like carbonated. It was like a punch. type
Yeah.
thing, but yeah.
It's a seltzer for the 90s.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
We used to drink Natty Light and Bush Light, I guess, and that's why I hated beer when I was young. We got the shitty one.
We used to make what do we call it? Like last call, which is basically like at the end of the night, whatever alcohol bottles there's like very little left of, you pour all of it in. Yeah. And the worst is if there was peppermint schnapps, because then it just tasted like swallowing
Peppermint
frosty
schnapps and shit.
stick. So
Yeah.
it was great.
No.
I've done a lot. Like Rumplemints ruins a lot of nights.
Mm-hmm. Although the only thing that has ever made me black out was tequila, pure Mexican tequila. We played rock, paper, scissors shot during like a day drinking thing while we were doing, and we did pure Mexican tequila shots, and I was down for the count and woke up in the shower.
Oof. Rough.
At least you woke up.
Yeah, very grateful for that.
Not intubated, like, oh, I
Right.
got my stomach pumped last night, guys. It was
I've never
another
had
good
that.
night of. Oh, they try not to pump it now because they realize it causes a lot of problems.
What about the charcoal?
Because you're-
Is that actually a thing?
Activated charcoal, yeah, they'll intubate you and pour some activated charcoal in with some fluid. It's safer than
Pumping your stomach.
pulling all the fluid because it creates you're pulling all the electrolytes out at the same time. It's a risk for an arrhythmia. Nothing worse than having a good night out partying and then getting intubated, all your fluids, and then having a heart attack on top of it. It's like, fuck.
Yeah, that would suck.
No more prison Pruno.
Right?
Were you gonna tell yours or?
Just waiting for you to ask, buddy.
What's yours?
I don't have anything near as good as you guys did. Clearly, I did not enjoy my high school years like you did.
Old English?
Because mine is a real bitch drink. First, well, there's two of them.
Smirnoff.
It's Bacardi Silver Raz.
Bacardi Silver, right.
Yeah.
New Year's Eve at 18.
At 18, you waited until you were 18 to drink?
Or that was the time you got.
Yeah,
crap-faced.
I didn't touch nothing until I was 18.
Wow.
I didn't try a cigarette until I was enlisted in the military.
Wow.
Have you done
Yeah,
anything
I'm a
else
square.
but alcohol and weed?
I've only smoked weed 4 times.
I've only
Puked
smoked weed
3 of
4,000
them, so.
times, I think.
We know. We have it on camera.
Well, that was an indica, and I need to stay away from indicas. Sativas only.
Yeah, I do have it saved. It's in my folder. It's no worries though. I'm not even incriminated either because it didn't record my audio.
Oh, it's just us. Cool.
That's it. Hell, it might not be capturing me this episode either, so you might be squared away.
Your audio?
Didn't we
let me
record
switch
you
that.
last time?
Oh, maybe no,
It did
probably
not. It didn't. It recorded your audio.
Wait, you
It
didn't record
recorded
your
all the
audio
video,
just
but it,
today?
what?
Did you record your audio today?
For which? Yeah, everything's recorded audio wise.
To your SD card.
The video you didn't record.
Oh,
the
okay,
audio.
got it.
We're all good audio wise every other which way. Except making an MP4 file.
MP4.
Whatever it is. M4A.
Oh, your audio is M4A?
No. God, listen.
Yep.
I'm new to this tech shit, okay? I'm learning and failing. You get it right when you get it right.
Which seems to be never.
What was the worst thing you did in high school?
the worst thing I did in high school, besides the murder of that hobo?
Yeah. Besides that, nobody cares about murder anymore.
No, it's a good thing he was homeless.
Fake news.
God, I didn't even get drunk until I was actually after high school.
What age did you lose your virginity?
Man, you really put me on blast, man. We had some failed attempts at like 15.
And then
We were good kids. Parents drove us to each other's house.
Oh.
I don't need a name dropper. Nicole sometimes listens, and Nicole met her.
We just asked what
Didn't-
age.
didn't like
we
her.
didn't need to know.
Oh,
Like-
well, yeah, we'll go 16.
That's respectable. What about
Blurs. It
Same
blurs.
for me.
16?
I had some real good stuff right before I went enlisted. 2 days before I enlisted in the military. That was
truck.
no. That
Oh, that
that
was
didn't-
after. That was before you got deployed, right? Or went to boot camp.
no, that was a week before I moved to Florida.
Ah,
That was way worse. My worst first date. Taryn will listen to it.
Yeah.
Episode 14 of the On Call Pod. Go ahead. It's a story.
I listened.
Nicole made me tell that story to her dad last Saturday. He just laughed. You suck.
let's brainstorm a pilot episode to make for Manscaped to pitch them.
Then you can't post it because then somebody's just going to steal it.
Post what? This episode?
No.
Yeah.
The pilot episode that you guys come up with.
Well, we don't post it. We would just send it to them and say, "Hey, would
No,
you guys
but
like
if they
more?"
listen to this
You can't do that
podcast-
50 minutes into to this episode. Hey, man, just listen to these. See if you like my
No, no,
show.
no, we're not gonna
And then I
make
got a
it
pitch
now,
for
we're
you.
just Gonna brainstorm it.
If it's a video or it's audio only,
Of course.
the pitch to Manscaped.
What kind of podcast would you make?
Probably something more related to the fat slob nerd guy because they're the ones that don't take care of themselves and they need to.
Wait.
Athletes already know how to groom.
Whoa, what does Old Spice advertise to?
They've just been around forever. I don't think they have great anything.
No,
I don't like Old Spice
it's got to
anything.
be a manly subject. I was thinking like 10, 15 minute episode that tells you how to do something manly, but it's got to be in like a manly voice, like a manly guy tells you.
I mean, Manscaping is what? They're a razor company? Or?
Yes, they are.
Yeah, they make some awesome ass products. First off, their ball toner. So like if you have a sweaty day and you can't have time to shower, a couple of spritzes of that reduces the pH, makes you not smell as funky. They have ball antiperspirant. You just scrub it on out of the shower.
I think this is
I
awesome.
use all these
Like,
products.
but that's information that you could tell people.
But
Big fan.
You don't need to make
ball
it, "Hey,
antiperspirant."
macho dude, do you like shaving your nuts? Like,
you do.
that's
but,
not what dudes actually want.
No one wants their dick to smell
Right.
funky.
Hey, do you like ladies or men or non-binary? Do you want your dick to not smell? Use this shit.
Oh,
Here's
cool.
how.
Yeah, that I'm sure their advertising team will love that.
Then they need to
They
get up to
need to.
2020. Like,
Hey, do
I
you
didn't
want
realize
your dick
how-
to not smell. Check out this. No, the podcast is not a commercial. It's a podcast.
okay, so it's not an advertisement.
No, what?
But how do you promote something that's only? Yeah, how do you do that when they only have like 7 products?
You make content, right? And then the episode is sponsored by the show only. So it's like, how would you make a podcast for a company, right? So it would just be targeting their demographic.
So it doesn't have to be about
Nope.
man balls.
Right.
I'm not listening to a company's podcast.
You probably already have.
Probably not.
One of our very big podcasts. What's it called? I can't remember. But whatever. Spit. 23andMe. We did a branded podcast for 23andMe called Spit. But yeah, branded
Never heard of it.
podcasts, I'm telling you, that's going to be the thing. Companies are just like, oh, we can invest a small amount of money, make a really good podcast. We can use our marketing channels to get it really big. And yeah.
Hmm.
Interesting.
There was a company that I was looking at online yesterday that had a tab that said podcast. But I definitely did not click
Do
on it.
a shorter, more fun one, or do you want to stop?
I think it's getting late. We got to wrap for tonight.
All right, fair
That
enough.
should be good for tomorrow.
I'll let you know. We might have a 4D ultrasound, and I have to put together a crib
Okay.
and a bassinet.
Just put your GoPro up and I'll, make commentary of it.
You're turning that screw incorrectly, sir.
Sir, it's righty tighty, lefty loosey. Anyway, anything to add? What's your drop your Twitch show again, Taryn?
Sure. It's twitch.tv/our tea time, TEA. So it's hella fun. Hot ladies, apparently sometimes annoying, talking about nothing and drinking tea. /coffee.
Lol. Lol, do you want to keep your fucking mouth shut since I'm not allowed to say your name or anything on social media or the podcast now?
Yeah, if you have a podcast, you can go to crosscaster.com and sign up to be for early access to our marketplace where you can.
What about this one?
Buildacast? Yeah, you can get on buildacast.com, sure. Yeah, but then go to Crosscaster. I got a new header image on buildacast.com, so, Actually, I have put on buildacast.com a guide for how to pitch a network. So I think it's probably the best guide that exists on how to get a podcast on a podcast network.
Because it's the only one?
It might be. I don't know. But I even have the contact information listed for every major network. So you can actually email them directly.
So like
and like what you
Rcast.
should put together. Yeah, obviously you're not gonna like take your show like this where you just talk about whatever and send it to a network. But
we're not brandable.
No. You gotta make something like specific, something niche.
I struggle. That's one of the biggest struggles, I think, is trying to do niche stuff because I don't have the attention span for it.
No, definitely. It's very difficult. So you can just be like, I'll make one season of this, or I'll do 8 episodes of this, or whatever. Or you just make it like niche, as in, you target a certain thing, like Prodigy, but I'm not just talking about prodigies. I'm talking about basically anything psychology or intelligence related.
Yeah, I think yours is going to end up veering off into something much bigger and better than just super young people good at what they do.
Yeah, I was just thinking today I want to do an episode about, those people that like get like their ass kicked and get a concussion and then they're like a genius in math or something. I was like, I should do an episode on that.
Yeah, like the people who get hit with a railroad spike and all of a sudden their schizophrenia is healed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or they can speak an entire different language that they've never spoken before.
Yeah, it's true. That girl that woke up from a coma speaking only German.
Mm-hmm.
I just read the story on her.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, cool.
She was in German classes in high school, and I think she got in a car accident. I forget. Something traumatic happened. She was in a coma for 25 days, woke up speaking only German, in a Portuguese-only speaking town, so it's a struggle.
That's insane.
Mm-hmm. Anything.
Damn, I had a story
neurological is
pulled
really
up.
Interesting.
We'll cover it next story.
Yeah.
14 strangest things ever pulled from a human body. That'll be on the next episode.
I want to know that.
Oh, morbid
right.
news. That one's dark. Anyway. R.I.P. Chadwick Boseman, the Black Panther.
Yeah.
It's a fucking hero there to go through 4 years of colon cancer and treatment and just fucking, I didn't know at all.
Mm-mm.
He went to
nobody
cancer
in this
treatment.
camp told anybody. Like, they didn't leak it at all for 4 years. And
That's
to think
good.
that
That's
he
a
was
good-
filming all of the Marvel films
That's a good
during
teammate.
those 4 years.
It's real love to have something that serious that you didn't try to seek a paycheck to leak that story.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, this has been the On-Call Pod. Sorry, we got dark there with the custody. Truth hurts to some people, so I hope she never listens to this fucking story. We'll be back again real soon, and we will discuss the strangest things ever found in the human body. I hope you all have a good night. Check this on YouTube. It's going to be there, I swear, because it's recording. I got audio. It's gotta fucking work. Eventually, it's gotta fucking work. At OnCallPod, Facebook.com, search OnCallPod, or at Mike Meyer, Myher. No one spells it that way. Hope you all fuckers have a good night.
Thanks for listening to the On Call Podcast. Check us out on Twitter at OnCallPod. Interested in being a sponsor or want to be on the show? Drop us an email at oncallpod@gmail.com. For more info, go to oncallpod.com.